Welcome to ShortView Trading, it's your morning market hit for Thursday, November the 12th. What matters today for traders? Well, what a November it's been. The S&P 500 is already up over 9% month to date this November. 8 trading sessions into the month, it's already generated what is typically a usual return for the year. Now, of course, it's been driven by vaccine news flow. The news flow out of Pfizer, very positive for the global economy and global stock markets. And it's also been driven by rotation. And of course, on top of that, the election. But most importantly, if you look at our risk appetite models, as you can see in front of you now, our risk appetite scoring system at the back end of October was starting to generate a buy signal. And we saw the market pretty fearful at that time and start to rally ahead of the election. Then, of course, propelled by the election and the vaccine news flow, and we get this model now back on sell. Indeed, if you want updates to these models every day, these and all our short-term market timing models, and the 1 to 2 week recommendation we put out on equity index futures, please see the daily rag, which is available to subscribers via the website. But of course, that leaves the question, what do we do now? With 9% returns already month to date, where next for the second half of November? And the key point here is that everything is overbought. Indeed, that's perhaps not surprising given the strength in equity markets across the globe. But the S&P, of course, is overbought on a short-term technical scoring system. You can say that about all sorts of parts of the US market, whether you look at the tech, the NASDAQ, the Philly SOX, the Russell 2000, the Dow Jones Transportation. All areas of the market, single stock sector, are registering as overbought. And of course, not just the US, you can make the same point about Europe. Broad-based European equity markets are overbought, as you can see from the chart in front of you now. A lot of the country equity indices are overbought, and similar comments can be made about Asia as well. So it's been a global rally. The market's overbought, and the key question is, where do you go from here? And of course, there are a lot of aspects to that. And one point I would make is normally when you're this overbought, you look for consolidation or give back in equity indices. But very occasionally, when it's really extremely overbought, even more overbought than it typically see at a 1 plus 1 standard deviation, when you get the very extreme overbought signals, it's often signaling something much more meaningful in the medium term, and it's actually often a bullish sign. So thinking about how to play this from here is quite challenging. But clearly, given these extreme signals, in the very least, you would have thought there's some digestion. But there are also ways to play the short side of this market. And that's what we've been pushing in our daily rag, which is available to subscribers via the website. So for more information on how to play that, please see today's daily rag available via the website. So what are we watching today? Well, in terms of key macro, all eyes on US inflation out London time this afternoon. Equally, jobless claims is also interesting out of the States, and there are 1 or 2 other pieces of macro data as well. In terms of speeches, the ECB forum is ongoing, and we've got 3 key central bank governors speaking today: Jerome Powell, Christine Lagarde, and Bailey from the Bank of England. So that's it from us. That's your morning market hit for Thursday, November the 12th. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe on YouTube. Simply search under ShortView Trading, or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and or Facebook. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, trade well.